Hi everyone, this is a collective tarot reading for the new moon in Cancer, which will be taking place on July 5th. And it is aimed at light workers, so if you want more peace, love, health, and wealth in the world, you are who I am reading for. I have 3 oracle cards to the side since this is one of the Cancer lunations. Of course, these are 3 moon decks. I don't know, I felt drawn to the new Palladini for this one. I don't know if it's because all of them, a lot of them are at night, but we'll see what happens for the full moon in Cancer. Let's cut to the chase. I'm going to do a 7-card horseshoe spread. Let's see what we got. So in the past, we have the Knight of Swords. Present, 9 of Cups. Okay. Known factors is the 8 of Coins reversed. We collectively are the Queen of Cups. Unknown factors is the Knight of Cups. Advice is the 4 of Wands reversed. And that is the 9 of Coins reversed in the future with the 5 of Coins at the bottom of the deck. And all of a sudden, a lot of this makes a lot more sense. That being said, I'm going to stare at these cards for a moment. I'm going to make them look nicer in the shot, and I will see you right now. I think the people that this message is for are in an enviable position, even though they might not necessarily realize it. And I find that really cool because I'm including myself in that. But, before I start breaking it down, the cards that are confusing me the most right now are these 2 courts here. And hopefully by the time I've explained what I have as a whole, they'll be clearer to me. But yeah, speaking of enviable positions, because when I turned the deck over to reveal the 5 of Coins and I said a lot of this makes sense, it's because I honestly was surprised to see the 9 of Cups in the present position. Like the Wish card in the present moment, like right now, have you turned on a device in the last week? It's kind of nuts, right? But as soon as I saw the 8 of Coins reversed, in the known factors, then the themes that had been coming up, started, coming up yet again. I've been hammering on the fact that the grind never stops. I feel like I say that every fucking video that I shoot. But the it's right here, literally. And I think that the way that this branch feeds into this branch is that us collectively have, through swift decision making in the past, set ourselves up so that even though it might not appear that way at first glance, we are in an enviable position. And I think that the duality of this Queen Knight of Cups here, because they are technically facing away from each other, is the kind of an invitation to be the church, to set up the tent for celebration, in the 4 of Coins, Wands reversed here. Oh, and speaking of which, it's really fitting that for a new moon in Cancer, there's so few, that like all these cards are passive. The water dominates by a nose. It's a tie if you include the bottom of the deck, but the only 2 active cards are active elements, the Knight of the air and the fire here. And all of this is water and earth, so there's a very chill vibe, a very relaxed vibe to all of this. And I think that the the reason that the Queen of Cups confuses me less than the Knight of Cups is because representing us collectively, there is some solace that comes from knowing that as bad as things look now, compared to what, the swift decision, the swift pouncing action has been taken. And now we can, it kind of like Noah's Ark, that kind of thing. And it is kind of fitting that this guy is, surrounded in this frame the way he is, surrounded by his plenty and shit. But yeah, Honestly, the Nine of Coins in reverse has been silently nodding this whole time as the, maybe not necessarily long-term abundance, but mainly abundance obtained over time. Because again, like when there is a subtle power in being able to be calm in times like this, you know? And there's an appeal to that. And this theme has shown up before. Not recently, I think, but it has in these readings. And yeah, the Four of Wands in the advice card is really fitting, even though it's reversed. It's kind of a, despite this, it's almost as if the Four of Wands reversed has been silently nodding along this entire time, along with the Nine of Coins, you know? But it's really an invitation to be grateful for what we have, because even though it might not be completely clear what horizons our desires and wishes can take us to at the moment, there is still something appealing to that. And you can be grateful for the fact that these are the questions that you're asking yourself instead of these questions. I'm almost reading us as the church in this card. But yeah, there's something really cool about this, which is difficult for me to elaborate on. And I honestly think that I've left it all on the table here. So I'm going to abruptly end the reading there. If you like this reading, please give this video a like. Let's move on to the Oracle card portion. If you pick the Moonology Vintage, your card is New Moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Well, you know what? I think that given this reading, I'm just going to acknowledge this card as a positive omen and move on. Good on you. If you put the Moonology Manifestation, your card is Full Moon in Scorpio, Breathe Through the Tension. This is really interesting. So for those of you who picked this card, I think this is an invitation to center yourself, and maybe the known factors for you was the practice of centering yourself, maybe focusing more on the times that we are in rather than the enviable position that you particularly are in compared to what, you know, and silencing the brain a little to breathe through that is, well, the invitation. And yeah, the new moon in Cancer does seem like a good time for that. If you pick the Moon Oracle, your card is the a full fire moon. As you may or may not know, there's a lot of info on this card. Well, that part is obvious, but I'm going to stare at it just a moment. Okay, so the next fire full moon is going to be in Aries during Libra season, so you can take that for what it's worth. But as far as the card itself is concerned, the theme of recognition is really interesting. This might be an invitation to give yourself some credit. Some of y'all might have been surprised to hear how enviable your position is. But again, have you turned on a device in the last 3 weeks, you know? You might have more to be grateful for than you realize. And sometimes giving recognition can open up opportunities. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. This has happened to me more than a couple times. So there's that. And it could also be an omen that you might receive recognition. So yeah, I think I've read this card to filth, so I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please give this video a like. I hope you all have a great new moon. I'll see you soon.